got men's 800 before that 400 on the track, and men's shot put will be the field we'll be concentrating on, along with the men's high jump in the sort of last, what is it, almost an hour of the programme. Elemba first athlete we're going to see. On the men's shot, as ever, you mentioned the name of Krauser, Ryan Krauser, 23 metres already this year. Not here in Doha, but he is the world leader. There's many others performing well so far this year. So Franck Elemba, early stages. We're going to see many throws a lot further than that, though.
Yeah, Tom Walsh, the standout name here in Doha this evening, against three very talented, informed Eastern Europeans.
Yeah, Bukovetsky, 1848 incidentally for Elemba. Yeah, it'll be really interesting to see how things pan out as this season goes on in the shot put. But this is an interesting man representing Italy, but South African. Born and brought up with the Italian grandfather, Zane Weir. It's not a particularly Italian name, is it, Zane Weir? But he's very proud of both his country of birth and his country of heritage, as he calls it. So representing Italy now, and what a grand start to the year he's had, with a new personal best of 21:11 in Potchefstroom earlier in the year. 2026, good start to his competition here tonight in the Diamond League, representing Italy for the first time in the Diamond League circuit, and of course he'll be hoping at the Olympic Games.
Next into the circle, Filip Mihailovic from Croatia, one of the aforementioned Eastern Europeans. 21:84 his lifetime best. That's over 20 metres. Took bronze indoors in Torun at the European Indoors back in March. A good victory in Ostrava as well a couple of weeks ago against a pretty high quality field. And he's one of the athletes here who could pose a bit of a threat to Tom Walsh. .2029, his opening throw puts him into the early lead.
Yeah, just 3 centimetres in it then. So Tom Walsh, of course, like the Australians and New Zealand, the whole coronavirus lockdown scenario has meant it's been a long wait to come out and compete in the world. So the world champion from 2017, and a big roar there, that's better. Now Tom Walsh gets this competition really fired up. He'd love to be peppering 22 metres and beyond, I'm sure. And that one, certainly 21.5 thereabouts, if you can use that term. Still got that pace, hasn't he? And so Walsh, look what he's got on his shirt. He's allowed to do that. 21:59, that's the lead for Tom Walsh. First, Sinancevic, as we move to the shot put again. Foul on the first throw, that's better. Now, Tom Walsh was leading in round 1 with 21:59. Sinancevic, certainly an improvement there for him. New national record holder, 21:88, and indoors he threw 21:25 as well. He has a history of the NM, the no mark. He did very well in qualification of the World Championships, a big personal best, and then in the final, 3 no throws.
Here is Mustafa Hassan from Egypt. With his third round throw, just shy of 21 metres. That looks pretty decent actually from the Egyptian. Places in the final 3, a reminder, up for grabs, this new format that's being trialled throughout this season, the entire season. 2086, it is an improvement. And puts him into 3rd place.
So Mihailovic next to go as Chris was saying earlier on, big win in Ostrava just recently, needs to get back in that top 3 now. Well, that might have done it. Needs to get close to that 21-meter mark. Just saw Hassan, 2070, I think it was, 2071 was it? So Mihajlovic will be hoping that that improves to 2089, so that's going to move him up into 3rd place. A few throws to go though, 3 rounds.
So Tom Walsh with his 3rd round throw, looking to build on that 21.59. Not sure that has done it. But still looking good, Tom Walsh, world champion in London 4 years ago. He's already had a pretty busy 2021. 8 competitions, of course, as Steve was saying, has been rather grounded back in New Zealand.
Yeah, he was in Tucson, Arizona last week and warming up, if you like, for the Doha conditions.
21.46, no improvement. He remains in the lead.
Having a great time, those guys. Shot put. Top 3, as we said, Mihajlovic still in 3rd place as we now move on to the 5th round. The best throws, the positions haven't really changed. So Walsh, Mihajlovic, Sinancevic in the pole positions. Although this man had improved, and that looks perhaps even better. So, as the Croatian threatened Walsh's lead here, perhaps not far away though. Got very close before. 21.25, so no improvement. He's only 2 centimeters off the lead though, with that 21.57 from the previous round. Walsh still leading. Mihajlovic looking good though for a slot in the final 3.
So over to Armin Sinancevic, lying in 3rd place. Just 2 centimeters further back, so the first 3 places only separated by 4 centimeters, and that looks decent as well. A bit of frustration there for the Serb. This is shaping up to be quite a competitive shot put competition here.
That is huge for him.
Oh, 21.88, it's a national record. Goodness me. Well, that has put the cat amongst the pigeons there, and Tom Walsh and Mihajlovic will have to respond to that. That has put him right into the lead. It's a huge personal best, and it's a national record to boot in round 5.
Well, it equals his national record, but it was a huge throw, and that's something which Walsh will take note of. And overbalances there as he tries to match the throw he's just seen. He gets the red flag, but he's into the final 3. So although he finds himself in 2nd position now, he has the chance to rectify that. Sinancevic in the lead.
So Mihajlovic.
This is how they qualified, Chris, for the final, and actually what we didn't see was some of their best throws. We saw them in the 5th round, and it all changed, didn't it? And in the final round as well. Walsh finding himself now 2nd place after leading all the way through, but Mihajlovic, who went to 21.57 in round 4. Walsh, it was that very first round which was his best, and then Sinancevic with this huge national record equaling performance of 21.88 in round 5, who found himself right at the end in the lead, much to his delight. So these are the 3 men who are going to contest this. Chris. And, well, it's anybody's there, isn't it? There's not much to choose between them. Mihajlovic and Tom Walsh. Has Walsh just been rattled a little bit by that big throw from Sinancevic?
Well, it was a statement, wasn't it, in round 5, and it was a timely moment to produce the best effort. But again, if you're new to this is the final 3. These 3 throwers have earned the right to be in round 6. The 5 previous rounds are wiped clean, and it doesn't matter how far they threw in those 5 previous rounds. So the only advantage that Sinancevic gets is because he gets to throw last, so he will know when he steps into the circle what he has to do to win. There is Tom Walsh, who will go second. And Mihajlovic, who will throw first. So Croatia, Serbia and New Zealand in this final 3.
Now just concluding as Darshan missed his final attempt.
It's odd, isn't it? Because the way this final 3 goes, there's the rest of the shot putters have not been excused from the field yet, even though they're not in the competition anymore. So I'd like to say they were engrossed in watching this final 3. A few of them looked as though they'd like to have moved on because they don't get the chance to have a 6th round. That's one of the issues around this. But it's a trial. It will go on for the rest of the season. And everybody's thoughts will be thrown in, athletes, broadcasters, fans, and then a decision made as to whether this will stay as part of the Diamond League going forward.
So Mihajlovic then, with his 6th and final throw, to really lay down the marker for the 2 that will follow. Just shy of 21 metres there by the look of it. That doesn't look as if it might be good enough, but you never know. We've seen some no throws and no marks already this evening in the other field events. Nothing is guaranteed. So 20.89 is the mark to beat for Sinancevic and Tom Walsh.
Well, if anyone's interested, it's a big chest. It says there's a lot of space there. Can you get it moving here? There's a big roar from Tom Walsh. Oh, now that's a good marker. It might not be the biggest throw of the competition, which was that 21.88 in the 5th round for Sinancevic. But in this final 3, that's a big marker he's just thrown out there. So Walsh gets it out to 21.63. Thumbs up from him. The New Zealander going, wow, where was that earlier on? Wouldn't have been good enough to win in a normal competition, as it were, but it could be good enough to win the competition in this format.
Well, that puts the pressure, doesn't it, on Sinancevic, who, okay, has thrown 21.88, but this is do or die, win or bust here. Oh, it's over 22 metres, but did he encroach? Did he come out the circle? I think he's got the white flag.
White flag?
He's got the white flag. And with it, goodness me, he had to be really careful there. But that sailed out into the Doha sky. And, well, he will feel that, yeah, he will feel that justice has been done there, because he led going into the final 3, and he leads and wins after the final 3.
Just waiting for it to come up. It's taking a while for the result to come up here, Chris. It has been given as a no throw.
Well.
And I think because, although his foot didn't come down, you see he went out of the circle as such. So although he didn't step, well, I'm not sure. We'll have another replay, I hope. He might have, I think he knew, because had it been a legal throw, that was another record, another national record. You want some ice? His hands, I guess. Well, so just to clear that up, Tom Walsh wins the shot put with 21.63 in the final 3. Mihajlovic takes 2nd spot, and the man who was leading going into the final 3 with a foul there at the end takes 3rd.